And trying to be able to stay home with my kids, I ended up putting us in a lot of credit card debt and barely surviving paycheck to paycheck. So like that's why I purchased, because I want to get out of that. But I also want to be able to stay home with my kids. So, but on top of that, I also want to have more time with my husband. He's in the Army National Guard, and then he's a truck driver, so he's gone all the time. And then my name is Build a Legacy with Maria. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on. Is that too many things?
Um, I think I I would focus on one of those in a video. Like
Okay.
hone in one of them, and because if you say like, hey, my husband this, blah blah blah. So I would say you want to bring your husband home. I can relate. My husband's active duty. But he has even talked about like he's got 7 years till retirement, and he's like, I'm gonna be early because of this, you know?
Yeah.
And so even just honing in on that and talking about like, man, he's gone all the time, like all the time. And what I would give to just be able to bring him home, what I would give to just be able to afford a date night or afford a weekend away or like take a trip with just him. This is why
Mhm.
I, and then go into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Home
Yeah.
one thing. Yeah, I think that that would help you a lot.
Okay. And then I don't know if you know, but with TikTok, it won't let me like any videos and it won't show my following page. And I've tried to do everything TikTok said to do to fix it, but nothing's worked. I wasn't sure if you knew an idea.
That I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay, thank you.
Victoria?
Hi
Yes.
there.
Oh,
Nice name.
hey, nice name.
No, you caught my eye, of course, because your name is Victoria, and I'm just like, what? I love your content. Here's where I get hung up. I just started. I bought in January, but from Jessica Cox, which she's amazing. I bought from her because she was just so real, and I'm like that in real life. But you get this in front of me, and I used to be in sales, and I feel like I sound all corporatey or trying not to. And what
Mhm.
did you do to just break out of the mold of doing that? Because I know you had your own boutique and
Yeah. Okay. So, and people might laugh at this. I literally stood in front of the mirror, and I know it sounds silly, but
yeah,
I would do it when like nobody else was home. So I'm like, it's just me and myself. And I would talk to myself the way that I would want someone to talk to me, the way
hmm,
that I would talk to my mom, my best friend, my sister. Like I would talk to them that way. And so at first, I started with just practicing, oh my gosh, like I found this really great Starbucks drink, and mom, I need to tell you about it. And it was talking about different things. Okay? So it was getting into the practice of talking about this,
yeah,
because it is hard to talk about a business when you're trying to sell something, right? And so I would just talk like in that way, like
okay. No, that's really good. And like
yeah,
Michelle said, don't. It's like I don't want to sell the airplane, but and I thought when I would see everybody doing it, until you get on there and do it yourself, I was like,
yeah,
I won't do that. I've been in marketing and sales my whole life. Yeah, I did that. I did try and sell them.
yeah,
But
yeah. And think about
and
it that, because you, like you said, you purchased from Jessica because she was so real and authentic, right? And so you need to come across that way, you need to relate that way with people. And so
yeah,
that's why when I'm creating content, I don't ever try to sell anybody on anything, and I am so real and transparent about that. And like I don't sugarcoat, I don't gatekeep. I'm just like, you guys, this is what it is, take it or leave it, you know? And I don't,
mhm,
I mean, I'll talk about the cost in my videos. Like I talk about, like I do all that for transparency, because people want that.
yeah,
They don't want to feel misled. They don't want to feel sold to. I mean,
yeah,
for example, I went to we bought new couches like at the end of December. And when I went into the store, oh shoot, are we here? Oh, we're
yeah.
here.
We're here.
Oh, okay. So my phone went like
Oh,
blank for That was weird. When I went into the store, the lady followed me around. You know what I mean? And it was very much, oh, do you like this one? Do you like this one? Do you like this one? It was pushy.
Yeah.
And think about it that way. Like, how
Weird.
likely are you to buy from somebody that's like that? And instead, think about how you would want somebody to talk to you. How
Mhm.
would you want someone to sell this program to you?
Yeah, and I wasn't even her ideal client. I mean, I'm a mom. I was a single mom. I did live, I actually made a lot of money in well, not a lot, but I was six-figure in corporate America, but my whole life changed. This is what's weird about it. My
Mhm.
husband travels for a living, but I decided as an empty nester, our kids are in their 20s, to travel with him. So I kind of pretended to be retired for a couple of years and spent
Yeah.
a lot of money. But I don't know how to go into that because I feel like that's so nichey. Like now I need to make money because I pretended to be retired and I wasn't even 50 yet. I was like
No.
47 to, I like checked out of corporate America. So I felt like that was my perfect customer, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time with it.
Yeah. You might just want to like write down who you are, what you want, and how. I mean, like if you said, if somebody said, "Hey, tell me about yourself." Think about it like an interview. Tell me about yourself. What would you say? Write it down.
Okay.
Write down your points,
Yep.
and speak to those. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. I've got time for one more, and then I need to go get my boys.
Okay, Laura.
Hi, Victoria. I love following you. I just started about a couple weeks ago and I did what everybody else had said is take a snapshot of the sales that are made and then sent everybody the webinar that Michelle did. And I got my first 3 sales right away. So I just wanted to encourage the ladies that are on the call, but I have a question. So when I take a snapshot, do I need to cover the people's names when I do that or not?
It's totally up to you. Some people do, some people don't.
I
I
don't
don't.
have to. Okay. I don't have to. Okay, good. And then when you do the testimonies that people leave on there, can you use anybody's testimonies or do you need to get permission?
Anybody's testimonies in the community. So
Okay.
like they're the under testimonies and
I got them. I got all the link. Okay. And then where is your thing about 100 getting, because I've done everything on Facebook. So everything's been on Facebook. I do Instagram, but I need to start a TikTok. And so my last 2 questions is you said something about 1,000 followers on TikTok. Do you have that or where do I find that?
Yep. So in school, in the classroom, under
Mhm.
the module,
Right.
I have trainings in there. One is on how to create content. So that's like the editing, how to add sound, voiceovers, all of that is all in there. And then the other one is on how I made 60 grand in 11 weeks. Like I go more into depth with TikTok there. And that one teaches you how to get to 1,000 followers in 7 days. So just keep in mind, if anybody on here does that one, like how to get to 1,000 followers in 7 days, that is just for the purpose of being able to go live. I know some people have said that they're able to go live at 800 now. But there are still some people where it is 1,000. So it depends on whatever TikTok, like whenever they give you permission. For some people it's 8, some people it's 1,000. But like keep in mind that training is just to get followers, but it's not to get your ideal customer. So it's going to get you the ability to go live faster.
Okay.
Going to teach you, what am I trying to say? You get what I'm trying to say.
Oh, wait, you
right?
can't go live until you get 1,000. Is that right?